What's up everybody out there on YouTube? Today is another Cosplay Thursday, and if you guys have already seen the prior video that I just uploaded yesterday, you guys have already seen the helmet that we're doing today. Now, last week I did say that this week we were going to do that print right there, but I didn't figure out the painting situation as of right now. I was just going to do a real sloppy presentation of it, not have it really painted all that well, because it's really not a screen accurate Winter Soldier arm. But I want to do a better job. Personally, I want to do a better job. And I got this helmet done, and it looks so good, it made me want to make that one better. So, getting better as we go. I thought last week the Power Ranger helmet was phenomenal, and it taught me so much. I keep saying the more helmets that I make, the better I get. And this next helmet is no exception. I mean, I absolutely love this thing. And every time I look at my shelf here, I just think, man, that one is so good that I would love to go back and do some touch-ups on this, because I'm seeing spots here, and then maybe even some of these other helmets. Or, like I said before, we might be making some remix videos of a few of these helmets that I have up here that are my favorites. I may be making them again just to do a little bit better job, because you guys got to remember, all these helmets are first times. First time that I did them. I mean, the process basically of bondoing and gluing and printing and all that different stuff is basically the same. When it comes to the painting, it'll be a little bit different, but most of the process is the same, and it's just a matter of getting better as you go. So now I think I'm kind of getting to a point where I'm real proud of myself on the helmets that I'm making, and even though there are still a few bad spots, but overall it just turned out phenomenal. So since you guys have already seen the make it video, the DIY build video, let's get right to it. This is the Stormtrooper Helmet, and this thing is gigantic. I think this is the biggest helmet that I've made so far. It took an entire roll of Tian's PLA, pink PLA, purple PLA? I think it might have been purple PLA. It took the entire roll. Now, there were a few failed prints within this process. There's about 16 prints here altogether, and for some odd reason, I think it's my bed not being leveled or something, and a few of these they started to print and they failed like halfway through. Something happened. I don't know exactly what happened, and so I've got a few half pieces in there, not very big. So when I say it basically took a whole roll, because it basically took a whole roll. I mean, there was a little bit of plastic left over, and those other pieces were real small. So basically, yeah, it took more plastic than I think any of these other helmets took, but it didn't take more time. I think the Darth Vader helmet actually took a whole lot more time, and it's actually a way smaller helmet. It doesn't even fit me. Great helmet though. I've been wanting to make one of these for a long time. Me and Braden's been sitting around talking about the different helmets since day one, and one of the helmets that we threw out right out the bat, and I've had these files in my computer for a long time, was the Stormtrooper helmet. And I don't know why we never got around to it right off the bat, because I've always wanted the classic Stormtrooper helmet, the classic one. Now, I do like the new Stormtrooper helmets, and I love the Clone Trooper helmets. In fact, I'm printing a Clone Trooper right now, because I was in the process of doing this. I started seeing some of those custom painted Clone Trooper helmets, and I was like, I really want to do a cut. I mean, this is classy. It's sleek, it's white, it's the original Stormtrooper helmet. But the Clone Troopers, there's all sorts of different designs. You don't have to design it exactly the same as somebody else's helmet in the movie, because there's so many different variations of the Clone Trooper helmet, so there's a little bit more independence when it comes to that. When you're making a Stormtrooper, a classic Stormtrooper, you kind of want to go exactly how the movie is, because the movie didn't mess up. There is no flaw in the Stormtrooper helmet. This thing is bad to the bone. It's so cool, and it's so classic, it's so iconic, that I love just having one. I love having one. This is like a dream come true as a child. I mean, having a Darth Vader helmet, just having a Darth Vader helmet, even though this thing didn't fit me, that was a dream come true. The Batman, I can't wear that one either. That one was made more for the future, so we can do a mold and then do a print of it later, not non-3D, but with resin and stuff. That's for later. But Power Ranger as well, that was made for my son. As a kid, I wanted a Power Ranger helmet, just having the Power Ranger helmet. But this one, I'm so excited about it because I can actually wear it. So check this out. Boom! I'm now a Stormtrooper. No, they don't talk like that. How do they talk? These are not the drones we're looking for. So, there's a few things that I didn't show in the build video. So since you've already watched the video, if you haven't watched it, make sure that you go back. Another thing, make sure that you hit that like and subscribe button. I need more subscribers. I need more views. If you would do me a huge favor, share this on your social medias. Tweet it out. Twitter it out. Twitter? Facebook it out. What's the new social medias now? There's all sorts of them. Just find one. If you go down at the bottom of the video, there's a share tab. And in that share tab, you can pick the different types of social medias and just share it on there. I would really appreciate a share and suggest anybody to come on over here. I would really, really love it. And while I was making this, I was watching the different videos that other people have of 3D prints. There's not a whole lot of them. There's not as many. There are a whole lot of Stormtrooper 3D prints, but there's not as many as I figured that there would be. So while I was going through looking at it and stuff, I was looking at the different armors because I want to make the entire thing. I really do. I want to make the full Stormtrooper armor. And I may put a halt on these Thursday cosplays. I'll let you guys know in the future by next Thursday. I may put a hold on these as I just make the Stormtrooper suit. It's kind of an up in the air. I'm making the Clone Trooper right now, so I don't know if I want to make the Clone Trooper costume or if I want to make the classic Stormtrooper costume, or if I just want to continue doing helmets. So I'll let you guys know next week what we're going to do, but we might put the Thursday cosplays on hold, and I might just put videos out as I make whatever costume I'm planning on making. Anyways, back to what I was saying. What was I saying again? Oh, anyways, like I said, you guys, if you haven't watched it, go watch it. If you have watched it, there's a few things that I didn't show you in that video. And that is, if you look up here real close, you can see that there is black behind this piece right here. And what I ended up doing is, if you guys remember on the Darth Vader, there's this screen stuff that goes on a screen door. It's just a black screening. What I did is I just rolled it up and I put it along in there. That way it's still breathe throughable. Because if you have a chance to go out and get a 3D print that has holes in the front like this, that lets your breath escape rather than go up and fog your eyes, then print that. There's tons of these prints available. There's tons of Stormtrooper helmets available. If you get a chance, and go to the link in the description, if you get a chance, print this one out because it has the holes already made in the front. You don't have to drill them out or anything, and it doesn't fog up. This does not fog up. And if you don't want to wear a black balaclava underneath it and you want to stay cool or something in the summertime, and you don't want your white, or you don't want your red beard showing through, or your white skin or something like that, you can put some of that mesh, that black screen down in there, and it does the job. It does the job. See, it's not just my black shirt. So it's real good. So I didn't show that in there. I just kind of added that in last minute. There are a few mistakes on here. There's a few things that I would do different, like I say in the video at the very end. Probably these lines right here, I would have went with the thinner lines. But that's probably it. And I probably would have, I think if I make one of these again, which I probably will, and when I'm making the Clone Trooper helmet, if there's some of these parts on it, because I know that they're very similar, instead of doing the outlines with the tape and spray paint, I'm just going to use the, I got really good at using the pinstriping, so I'm just going to use the pinstriping for all of my lines from here on out because it looks really good and professional and straight rather than the brush that looks terrible. And if you guys can see these here, I mean, that looks awesome. That turned out so much better. And to be honest with you, whenever I was making these parts right here, the Boba Fett has a similar part to it. This has a similar part over on the side. Basically what I did is just took some tape and I cut all those out, and I knew that it was going to be weathered up pretty bad and I was going to be scuffing it and all this different stuff. And so I didn't really care about it being completely perfect and measurable and stuff like that. And I think it turned out pretty decent. But this one's brand new and it's blue, dark blue on white. So this one's a ton more visible, and I wanted to make them perfect. And I did that with the pinstriping tape. I love that pinstriping tape. It makes lines just pop. I mean, they're amazing. And then I got some really good, this wasn't part of the build video as well, I got some really good clear coat and I put it on here, and this thing just shines like a brand new Stormtrooper helmet on Star Wars. So anyways, I'm going to keep this video kind of short. I just want to show you guys this real quick. I'm going to do a quick spin around just for you guys so you guys can see it. Like I said, there are a few spots and mistakes in it, and I know about every single one of them because I've been staring this thing down. But like I said, I'm either planning on reprinting and doing this all over again to make it perfect and repainting this one. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do yet. So I'm just leaving the imperfections in it right now until I decide what I'm going to do with this or with a new one or something like that. And then once I decide, then I'll either fix this one or else I'll incorporate the ideas that I had for this one into the next one. So I'm thinking about doing my own design because there's a lot of, go on Google and look up custom painted Stormtrooper helmets. Just look it up. There's some really, really cool ones. And I thought about doing that whole color scheme where it's almost like a triangle right up here in the front, doing some weathering. I mean, you can't mess these things up. These things are just, they're cool no matter if you make them brand new like this, if you make them scuffed up like they're on, you know, with sand all in it for, like from Tatooine, or if you got mud all in them, or, you know, something. If you just weather them up, they're still going to look amazing. So make sure that you go, if you're 3D printing, make sure that you go hit the link in the description, go down. It's already split up into pieces, made for a smaller printer, a medium to smaller printer. I printed all this on the Anycubic i3 Mega. I didn't scale it down at all. This is at 100% right here. It's made with, like I said, Tianza PLA. And that's it. That's a Stormtrooper helmet. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Hope you guys enjoyed the build video. Make sure that you give both of these videos a like. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button. I'd really, really appreciate the subscriptions. We're getting up there. We're getting up there. More subscribers every day. There's at least 2 to 4 new subscribers every day. That may not seem like a lot to some people, but to me, I'm so very appreciative of it, and I thank you guys so much for that. One more thing before I get out of here, I would really love to show you guys these helmets in 4K. Now, I've got an HD camera right now that I end up in the editing process. I end up going into process video and making it more defined and the image a little bit better. But I'd love to shoot these and show you guys all the fine detail in full 4K HD. But those cameras are quite expensive and I don't make a whole lot of money on this channel. So if I could ask you guys, I want to challenge everybody to one. My son's always doing challenge things. He's always saying, here's a challenge for you guys. Go in the comments. Here's a challenge for you guys. He's always saying that type of stuff. So taking a little page for my son, I want to challenge everybody here to please pick one of my videos, any one of the videos that you guys like, especially my subscribers, any one of the videos that you like, that you've enjoyed. Make sure that you hit that share button, share it onto one of your social medias with the caption saying, please watch this video, and comment. Encouraging other people maybe to like and subscribe. Make sure that even if you don't like this video, if you hit the thumbs down button, let me know. Give me some constructive criticism. Don't attack me personally, but give me some constructive criticism, because me and my wife were discussing it today on the way to basketball practice, that if somebody dislikes something, I'd like to know why somebody dislikes something, because there's some pretty amazing helmets here that on the videos there's tons and tons of likes and then 1 thumbs down. I'm like, I wish that person with the thumbs down would have told me why he doesn't like it, and then maybe I can fix something. I don't know. So comments, guys, comments. Let's hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you guys got kids, bring them on over. They love this stuff. They love all the Marvel stuff, the superheroes and things like that. They would absolutely love it. Anyways, my name's Bryson Michael RC. Help me get a 4K camera. Help me get enough subscribers to where we can start getting some sponsorships on this channel, because I'd love to get some sponsorships. They would really help something like this out. We'll see you guys later in the next video.
Too short for a Stormtrooper?
Huh? Oh, uniform.
I'm Luke Skywalker. I'm here to rescue you.